What up, my fellow gamers of Pewdiepie's Pixeling? You asked for a spell tier list, and what I have in front, guess it, you name it, a spell tier list. We'll use the same rankings, S, A, B, C, and D. I have all the spells that are available in the game. Mind the poor cropmanship, they are the emojis from the Discord server, but that's how they look when they're enlarged, but you kind of don't notice it. Okay. Probably it'd be not as long as the pixeling video because I had to go through 51 different pixelings. But yeah, this is how I will see it. We'll just pretty much go from top to bottom if you want. Flaming Bolt, actually. Hold up, I need to, might as well have max spell damage, so I just need to change to that so you can see level 50 stats. Yep, here we go. Starting off with Flaming Bolt. Flaming Bolt borderline is S tier in my opinion. Very good for troll teams, like, not saying old troll teams because that's just, we know how that goes, but if you have a troll on your team and you have bonus mana catalyst, you know the gist. All I can say is it's pretty good to start with because it's cheap, only a 3 mana cost, and deals, you know, enough damage to for trolls to hit the Scorching Pixelings. Lightning for the cost of, and oh whoops, I changed it, my bad. Lightning, for the extra cost of 1 mana, does double the amount of Flaming Bolt, but RNG. Very good for people who don't have bubble. Also, the crits are insane, because that's a 900 damage crit for only 4 mana. But yeah, it's pretty good if they have no spell immune pixeling, so you don't have the chance of wasting it. But for its lack of chance, and depending how much bubbling or pixelings that bubble other pixelings, it's really luck based. All lightning spells are luck based. But yeah, Scorching Blast. The right team build can make this a very painful spell to deal with. I really can't say much. Pretty much bonus mana catalyst. You can spam this spell and any other 5 mana, even 6 mana spells, a lot. But for what it is, it's an A tier, mainly because its mana cost is more, and sometimes if you don't get it out in time, you can't. It could change the side of the match. You either win it or lose it. Say, for example, your troll's about to hit that the tank of the enemy team, and you want to use a Scorching Blast because that's the damage spell you have. And just say you had heal as the other spell, and you didn't get it out in time, and then you do hit, but the enemy has healing spells, so it was a waste of 5 mana. So yeah, that's why I give it an A, not an S. On the other hand, Flaming Bolt, you can, that can go all day long. Thunderstrike, pretty much, you might as well put them in order. Just an extra cost of 1 mana, does basically almost not double, but I mean that's not double, but you might as well call it double. Almost double damage. This one's a bit 100 damage off from double damage, but stronger than Inferno, mind you, but again, random chance to hit. For the damage it deals, I'm gonna give it an A, but for the RNG it doesn't get that S. Mind you, my personal opinion on how I see spells. Okay, Demi. We have the two of the new spells from the latest update from World 4. In my opinion, they are pretty decent depending how you run it. I do find it's underwhelming that you can get them in medium difficulty. They should be a hard difficulty spell to earn for what they're worth. Crescent. Oh, we'll start with Demi because Demi's first. Demi. perfect for tank busting teams, I'll give you that. You get Demi out, instantly take half the HP if they're on 4 HP. Only cost of 6 mana. I will say they should cost more mana, both of these spells. These spells are borderline ridiculous. Instantly take a third of any Pixeling's health constantly. It's not as in remaining health, it's just equal to the max health. So yeah, that's pretty nutty for Crescent that deals so much damage. But in other words, let's say Crescent's an S and Demi's an A, due to, you know, how Demi works and how Crescent works. Inferno, we all know Inferno. Inferno's an S tier. It's hard to deal with mana catalyst bonus mana Inferno users, especially all troll teams. It's literally impossible to escape your smaller Pixelings, you know, it's impossible. I can't really say much, we all know how it works. And if it crits on a very super squishy Pixeling, Falcon, Iggy, they're instantly dead, there's no coming back. Cosmic Shower, B. Decent damage for all Pixelings, won't lie. If it crits, it's a 900 damage to all Pixelings. But the downfall is, if someone's running Umi, Naza, Sven, or, you know, those three are all on the field and you have Cosmic Shower, that spell is rendered useless to you. But in other terms, it is a decent spell. 8 mana cost is fair. Yeah, I reckon it's good. Bounce Shock. Alright, in my opinion, Bounce Shock should be 1 less mana for what it does. Bounce Shock is rendered a C for me due to its randomness. Can be a whole waste of 8 mana if it decides to be. Say 1 spell immunity out of 3 are on the field and all 3 land on the spell immunity. Complete waste of 8 mana. It's very difficult to, you know, rely on something that's so luck based. I mean, sometimes it's completely on your side. It does what you want it to do. Perfect, but for that, for having a chance to literally do nothing and the 8 mana cost, oh man, you might as well just cry. Alright, Healing Touch. Healing Touch is an A. Needless to say, very good counter for people trying to firebolt your small Pixelings. And actually, I changed my mind. It's kind of an S to me. If I was able to use Mana Catalyst, yeah, Healing Touch is an S for me. Yeah, considering how much it heals at level 50, 500 health, it's a pretty decent amount. But it's very reliable in those situations. I mean, my win rate went so high because I was running Cure before with my Zord team, but I switched to Healing Touch and I had a lot better winning with Healing Touch because this literally doesn't heal as much. I mean, and it costs more, so you know, it was hard to use Cure. I mean, I would force myself to use Cure because I didn't want the Pixeling to die, so it was a pain. Cure is an A rank. Yes, it removes negative effects, but the lack of healing, I'm surprised it even heals. If it didn't heal, it would be a B. But removing negative effects are a big thing. If you're stunned and poisoned, it removes both, so that's where it's getting its place, and it has a bit of healing. I would like it to heal a bit more, but for what it does, I could not complain. That's just my personal opinion. Rejuvenating Spring. Yes, as well. I mean, this can save any Pixeling if you have Mana Catalyst. If you want to run it without Mana Catalyst, it's hard because if they firebolt, and then, you know, it just depends. It really depends. You got your crits, you got everything that lies in the balance of luck. But yeah, it really depends. But nonetheless, squishy Pixelings getting Infernoed. You have 1 rejuve, act like it didn't even happen. Okay, Energize. Energize, sorry, not C, it's a B. Very useful in certain teams. Can't say you know what it does. Very good in story mode to get some quick kills if you're using Vlad or someone with a very good heavy attack. Strength, we know strength. Strength is an S. Strength is viable. Oh, alright, let me take that back. Strength is A, because depending how you run your team, I don't really see many strength users in PvP, but for story, it's bang on. Bang on for story. The bubble shield. Bubble shield's an S. Negate all damage. Easily countered to people who have Firebolt. Don't get me wrong. But for people that trying to use Inferno and Inferno only, having a bubble is great to prevent that from happening. Mass Energize. Mass Energize. I put that at an A. Very viable in PvP. Also, I mean, it's situational, because it depends on what team you have. Lulu and Abdu together, you have Sophia. Yeah, it works very well. Don't get me wrong, very viable and very good in story mode, you know, because why not? Mass Strengthen. Probably one of the least used spells I see in the game. I reckon it should. Oh, no, 6 mana is fair. But I would use it if it was 1 less, but I'm saying if it was 5, it could be spammed a lot. Spells with 5 mana costs, with mana catalyst and bonus mana, can be spammed so many times, it's ridiculous. Drain. I put it at a D, probably one of the least spells used in the game. It's pretty situational. It has stopped me using a few special attacks. It does drain 2 charge, so if it was 1 charge it would be a D. But 2 charge, it puts it to a C. Yeah, it's alright. Not very used a lot. Poison Sting. A. Poison Sting, very good. You could technically call it a stun. Not for me though, because I like to fight poison out. I like to out heal it. That's my kind of strat, especially for people trying to poison my Abdu. Frenzy, ooh, it just procs so much. Usually, it's won me a few matches, you know, because it was 1 away and then poison ticked it, hit into double damage. It was buffed by Zord and everyone dead. It's pretty good. But no, poison very situational. People can swap out to prevent it. People have cure that can stop it. But yeah, if you're running an all poison team, like you got Umi, Bill, Slippy, if you wanted to, Sally, Koba, you can have a full poison team if you want. Literally nothing avoiding poison. It could be a very annoying fight. Something to try out, maybe. I don't know. For you guys, I would never do that. I don't think it would work very well. Stun, as much as I hate it, it's an S. It needs to be nerfed because how good it is. And people, we all have the situation with people having lagging issues or know how to lag the game on purpose so they can mana, what I call, it's a mana stall, but also I call it the lag stall. Pretty much, if it's not saying waiting for player and the game is still playing, but it's frozen because of lag, people still generate mana. And people can spam like 5-6 spells in 1 turn and have about 6 different swaps, because when you use a spell, you can then swap, and then when you use another spell, you can swap again. So it's really painful, because when I do verse, which I did verse someone today, I won't mention any names. Apparently, he can't control the lag, but I'm hearing tier 7 is very laggy, but yeah, stun is painful, especially if they're running Naza or other Pixelings that stun. You just have a stun fiesta. I don't like stun due to the fact how good it is. Very good for story, ridiculously good in PvP, especially if you don't have spell immune Pixelings and no bubbles to counter it. Alright, last but not least, Mass Drain. Sorry, but that's a D for me. Mass Drain is most people in story, very good in story, don't get me wrong. I mean, you don't really fight a lot of spell immune Pixelings along the way, unless it's a boss, or you get what I mean. Okay. Lost train of thought, but yeah, PvP, a lot of people run spell immune Pixelings, and it only drains 1. Maybe could be good if you put it to 7 and give it an extra. Maybe, actually no, not 7, 8. If you make it an 8 mana cost and removes 2 from all Pixelings, then it could be better. Something I actually would use in PvP if I had Mana Catalyst, of course. It's very expensive, but 2 from every Pixeling that doesn't have spell immunity or sabotage immunity, very useful. I mean, you could stop a load of pain from that happening. But and overall, that's my personal tier list. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. I might do a passives tier list, if you ask me. You let me know in the comments below if you want a passive tier list, and I'll get back to you what you say to that. So hope all is well. Stay healthy. Wash your hands. Coronavirus. You know, we gotta outlive this thing. We don't want to live in a wasteland. I don't know, turning into a zombie movie. But enough rambling on. Love you all as usual, and bye bye.